Breaking news: on this first day of May, we're taking a closer look at the significance of Labor Day. This international holiday is observed in many countries, including the United States. With its roots in the labor movement, it's a day to acknowledge the efforts of workers who have fought for their rights. The history of Labor Day is complex, with various countries having their own unique stories. As we celebrate this day, we're reminded of the importance of fair working conditions and equal pay. Welcome to our channel, where we bring you the latest news and updates on current events. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more in-depth analysis and expert opinions. Our goal is to provide you with the information you need to stay informed and up to date. We'll be exploring various topics, from finance and business to technology and health. So, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community. To understand the significance of Labor Day, we need to look back at its history. The first Labor Day was celebrated on May 1, 1886, in the United States, with the goal of reducing working hours and improving conditions for workers. This movement was led by labor unions, who fought for the rights of workers. Over time, Labor Day has evolved to become an international holiday, recognized by many countries. It's a day to acknowledge the contributions of workers and the impact of labor movements on the economy. Now, let's take a closer look at the key events that led to the establishment of Labor Day. In the late 19th century, workers in the United States were facing poor working conditions, long hours, and low pay. This led to the formation of labor unions, which fought for the rights of workers. The most significant event was the Haymarket Affair in 1886, which marked a turning point in the labor movement. As we explore this history, we'll see how it has shaped the modern workplace. But that's not all. The labor movement has had a significant impact on the economy. According to a report by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median weekly earnings for full-time workers in the United States have increased by over 30% since 2000. This is a result of the efforts of labor unions and workers who have fought for better pay and benefits. As we look at the numbers, it's clear that the labor movement has been instrumental in shaping the modern economy. With the rise of the gig economy and automation, the labor movement continues to evolve. Now here's where it gets interesting: the role of technology in the labor movement. With the rise of automation and artificial intelligence, many jobs are at risk of being replaced. However, this also presents an opportunity for workers to ups and res. According to a report by the World Economic Forum, by 2025, 50% of the global workforce will need to be reset. This highlights the need for workers to be adaptable and for companies to invest in employee training and development. As we explore this topic further, we'll see how technology is changing the nature of work. As we celebrate Labor Day, it's essential to recognize the challenges faced by workers in the modern economy. With the rise of the gig economy, many workers are facing uncertainty and insecurity. According to a report by the Economic Policy Institute, in 2020, over 30% of workers in the United States were engaged in non-traditional work arrangements. This highlights the need for workers to have access to benefits and job security, regardless of their employment status. As we look to the future, it's clear that the labor movement must continue to evolve to address these challenges. Now, what I'm about to tell you next is something most people completely miss: the impact of Labor Day on the global economy. With international trade and globalization, the labor movement has become a global phenomenon. According to a report by the International Labour Organization, in 2020, there were over 3.3 billion workers worldwide, with many facing similar challenges. As we look at the global economy, it's clear that the labor movement has a critical role to play in shaping the future of work. As we delve deeper into the topic, it's essential to explore the different perspectives on Labor Day. Some argue that it's a day to celebrate the achievements of workers, while others see it as a day to acknowledge the challenges faced by workers. According to a survey by the Pew Research Center, in 2020, over 60% of Americans believe that Labor Day was an essential holiday. This highlights the significance of Labor Day in American culture and the need for continued dialogue on workers' rights. But that's not all. The labor movement has also had a significant impact on education and training. With the rise of automation and artificial intelligence, workers need to have access to training and development opportunities to stay relevant. According to a report by the National Center for Education Statistics, in 2020, over 40% of adults in the United States had participated in work-related training or education. This highlights the need for continued investment in education and training programs to support workers in the modern economy. As we explore the topic further, it's essential to look at the role of government policies in shaping the labor market. According to a report by the Congressional Budget Office, in 2020, the U.S. government spent over $1.5 trillion on social welfare programs, including those supporting workers. This highlights the significance of government policies in supporting workers and the labor movement. As we look to the future, it's clear that government policies will continue to play a critical role in shaping the labor market. Now, let's take a closer look at the data on Labor Day. According to a report by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, in 2020, the unemployment rate in the United States was around 6.1%. This is a significant improvement from the peak of over 10% in 2009. However, it's essential to note that the labor market is constantly evolving, and workers need to be adaptable to stay relevant. As we explore this topic further, we'll see how the labor market is changing and what it means for workers. As we approach the midpoint of our discussion, it's essential to summarize the key points. We've explored the history of Labor Day, the impact of the labor movement on the economy, and the challenges faced by workers in the modern economy. We've also looked at the role of technology, education, and government policies in shaping the labor market. Now, let's move on to the second half of our discussion, where we'll explore the practical implications of Labor Day and what it means for workers and businesses. So, what does Labor Day mean for workers and businesses? In practical terms, it's a day to acknowledge the contributions of workers and the impact of labor movements on the economy. For workers, it's a day to recognize their rights and the importance of fair working conditions. For businesses, it's a day to acknowledge the significance of their employees and the need to invest in their training and development. As we look to the future, it's clear that Labor Day will continue to play a critical role in shaping the labor market. As we explore the practical implications of Labor Day, it's essential to look at the best practices for businesses. According to a report by the Society for Human Resource Management, the best way for businesses to support their employees is to provide opportunities for growth and development. This can include training programs, mentorship opportunities, and career advancement paths. By investing in their employees, businesses can improve productivity, retention, and overall performance. As we look to the future, it's clear that businesses will need to continue to adapt to the changing labor market. Now, let's compare the different approaches to Labor Day. In the United States, Labor Day is celebrated on the first Monday in September, while in other countries, it's celebrated on May 1st. According to a report by the International Labor Organization, the approach to Labor Day varies significantly across countries. Some countries have a more formal approach, with parades and ceremonies, while others have a more informal approach, with barbecues and picnics. As we explore this topic further, we'll see how the different approaches to Labor Day reflect the unique cultural and historical contexts of each country. As we approach the conclusion of our discussion, it's essential to look at the future of Labor Day. According to a report by the World Economic Forum, the future of work will be shaped by technological advancements, demographic changes, and shifting workforce expectations. As workers and businesses adapt to these changes, Labor Day will continue to play a critical role in shaping the labor market. With the rise of automation and artificial intelligence, workers will need to have access to training and development opportunities to stay relevant. As we look to the future, it's clear that Labor Day will remain an essential holiday, acknowledging the contributions of workers and the impact of labor movements on the economy. In conclusion, Labor Day is a critical holiday that acknowledges the contributions of workers and the impact of labor movements on the economy. As we've explored the history, significance, and practical implications of Labor Day, it's clear that this holiday will continue to play a vital role in shaping the labor market. With the rise of automation and artificial intelligence, workers will need to have access to training and development opportunities to stay relevant. As we look to the future, it's essential to recognize the significance of Labor Day and its impact on the economy and society. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis and expert opinions.